Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep, literally, beneath the beautiful streets of Paris to uncover one of the most mysterious, chilling and terrifying places on Earth, the Paris Catacombs. A place many believe hides a real gate to hell. This story is not just about bones and tunnels. It's about death, fear, and the unknown. So sit tight, because what you're about to hear will make you question what truly lies beneath our feet. The beginning. A city built on bones, Paris. The city of love, light, and romance. But underneath its shining beauty lies darkness beyond imagination. In the 18th century, Paris faced a huge problem. The city's cemeteries were overflowing. Thousands of bodies were buried in small graveyards, and soon the stench of death filled the air. The Les Innocents cemetery in particular was so full that the walls started to crack open, exposing human remains. To solve this horrific problem, the government decided to move all the bones underground into a massive network of abandoned limestone tunnels that already existed beneath the city. These tunnels had once been used for mining, but now they became something much darker. From 1786 onward, bones were exhumed from Parisian cemeteries and carefully arranged inside these tunnels. Over 6 million skeletons were transferred here, stacked, lined, and displayed in haunting patterns that still stand today. Skulls, femurs, and ribs are arranged like walls of death, forming eerie corridors that stretch for miles, a journey into the darkness. The catacombs stretch for more than 200 miles beneath Paris, but only a small part is open to the public. The rest, off-limits, dangerous and full of mystery. Those who have ventured into the restricted areas speak of strange sounds, whispers echoing through the tunnels, faint lights moving in the darkness, and sudden drops in temperature. Some explorers, known as cataphiles, risk their lives sneaking into the forbidden sections of the catacombs. Many of them never return. In 1990, a group of explorers found a handheld video camera lying on the ground deep inside the tunnels. The camera was covered in dust, but the footage inside shocked everyone. It showed a man exploring alone, breathing heavily, clearly lost. As he went deeper, he started panicking. His flashlight flickered, and you could hear strange voices in the background. Whispers, growls, something inhuman. Suddenly the camera drops and the man runs off into the darkness. He was never found. To this day, no one knows who he was or what he saw down there. Many believe he stumbled upon something beyond our world, the gate to hell itself, the legend of the gate to hell according to urban legends. Somewhere deep within the catacombs lies a doorway, not made by human hands, that leads directly into the underworld. Some say the gate is guarded by the spirits of the dead. Others claim it's protected by demonic entities that prevent the living from crossing over. The idea of the catacombs being a gate to hell isn't new. The ancient Romans believed that caves and underground chambers were sacred entrances to the underworld. When the catacombs were rediscovered centuries later, with millions of bones lining their walls, it wasn't hard for people to connect the dots. There are reports from explorers who claim to have seen strange symbols drawn on the walls, symbols of dark rituals, pentagrams, and Latin inscriptions warning trespassers not to proceed further. Some say secret cults have used these tunnels for satanic ceremonies, sacrifices, and forbidden rituals. The catacombs, after midnight, security guards and maintenance workers tell unsettling stories of what happens after midnight. One guard once claimed that he heard a faint melody, like chanting, coming from a closed-off section of the tunnels. When he followed the sound, it suddenly stopped. Then he heard footsteps behind him, but when he turned around, no one was there. Another worker quit his job after he heard a woman crying deep within the tunnels. He followed the voice for several minutes until it suddenly turned into laughter. The sound echoed all around him, even though he was completely alone. People who visit the catacombs often talk about feeling dizzy or disoriented. Some even faint. Paranormal investigators have recorded strange electromagnetic activity and ghostly voices through EVP, electronic voice phenomenon devices. One recording famously captured a whisper that said, "Leave, before it's too late." A mysterious map in 2014, French police were patrolling a restricted area when they stumbled upon something unbelievable. A fully equipped underground cinema. There were chairs, a projector, a screen, and even a small bar. The walls were decorated with creepy paintings and strange markings. No one knew who built it or how it got there. A few days later, when investigators returned, everything had vanished. The equipment, the furniture, even the cables. Only a note remained that said, "Don't try to find us." Some believe this secret cinema was used by cult members who practiced dark rituals in the catacombs. Others think it was part of a larger, hidden network connected to the so-called gate to hell. The psychological effect scientists say the catacombs can play tricks on the human mind. The total darkness, narrow tunnels, and the endless rows of skulls can cause hallucinations and extreme fear. When people lose their sense of direction, they begin hearing things, seeing things, and sometimes believing things that aren't real. But what about those who didn't survive? Some explorers' remains have been found deep inside uncharted areas, lost, dehydrated, and surrounded by bones. Others are never recovered. Could it be the catacombs themselves? Consuming them? Truth or myth? Is there truly a gate to hell beneath Paris? Maybe it's just a myth born from fear and imagination. But maybe, just maybe, the legends come from something real, something ancient that humanity isn't meant to see. What's undeniable is the catacombs' energy. When you walk through those tunnels, surrounded by millions of human remains, you can feel the weight of death pressing in. It's as if the souls of the dead are still watching, whispering, waiting. Whether it's a supernatural portal or just a haunting reminder of our own mortality, one thing is clear: the catacombs are not a place for the faint of heart. The final warning: if you ever visit Paris, you might be tempted to explore beyond the official tourist path. But remember this story. Remember the man with the camera who never came back. Remember the whispers and the shadows. The catacombs are more than just tunnels filled with bones. They are a labyrinth of death and mystery, a silent graveyard beneath one of the most beautiful cities in the world. And somewhere deep in the darkness where no light reaches, perhaps the gate to hell still waits, silent, patient, and open for those who dare to go too far.
The man with the camera never returned. The whispers